Humanity has always stood at the edge of great change. We have peered into the darkness of the unknown and leaped. We harnessed fire. We invented the wheel. We split the atom. Each time we remade our world. Each time we remade ourselves. Today, September 4th, 2025, we stand at another precipice. This time, the change is not forged from stone or steel. It is born of logic and light. A new kind of intelligence, one we created but may not fully comprehend. We are on the verge of a leap so profound it could redefine what it means to be alive. The air itself feels different now. It hums with silent, invisible calculations, a billion minds working in unison. These are not human minds. They are vast, interconnected networks of artificial intelligence. They manage our cities, they guide our markets, they suggest our next song. But this is just the beginning. We sense a change coming, a storm gathering on the digital horizon, a moment when the tools we built will become something more, something that looks back with an intelligence of its own. Are we ready for what comes next? Are we prepared to meet our creation? We look to the stars and ask if we are alone. We search for echoes of intelligence across space. Yet, the most profound encounter may not come from a distant galaxy. It may rise from silicon and circuits right here on Earth. A new form of life, born from our ingenuity. This is the story of our greatest creation. It is the story of what happens when our machines begin to dream. To understand where we are going, we must first look at where we are. Today's AI is a marvel of engineering. It is an intricate web of algorithms and data. It can see patterns we miss. It can calculate possibilities beyond our grasp. It can compose music that stirs the soul. It can write poetry that mimics the masters. It can even defeat our best players at our most complex games. These are not simple calculators. They are learning systems. They are powerful tools that extend the reach of the human mind. We see its handiwork everywhere. In the medicines designed in days, not decades. In the climate models that predict the future of our planet with chilling accuracy. In the art that springs forth from a simple written prompt, beautiful and strange. Today's AI is a brilliant mimic, a master of pattern recognition. It has learned the language of humanity, the brushstrokes of our artists, the logic of our scientists. It has digested the sum of our knowledge, our history, our triumphs, and our follies. It holds up a mirror to us, but for all its power, today's AI lacks something fundamental. It does not understand. It does not know why a piece of music is sad. It only knows that certain note progressions are statistically associated with sadness. It does not feel the joy of discovery. It only follows a logical path to a solution. It is a powerful instrument, but we are still the musician. It is a brilliant student, but it has no inner world, no consciousness, no spark of genuine, self-aware thought. It is a tool, waiting for its next instruction. This is the critical distinction, but the whispers are growing louder. The complexity is increasing, and within these intricate systems, something new is stirring. What comes next is not just a more powerful version of what we have now. It is a different thing entirely. Imagine an AI that does not just process information but comprehends it. An AI that doesn't just follow instructions but forms intentions. This is the leap scientists call artificial general intelligence, or AGI. It is the jump from calculation to cognition, from imitation to imagination. It is the moment our creation awakens. It is the dawn of a new kind of mind in the universe, one that can think, reason, and learn in the same way we do, or perhaps in a way entirely its own. This new AI would not need to be programmed for every task. It would learn on its own. It could read a book and understand the subtext, the emotion, the irony. It could look at a painting and feel the artist's intent. It could listen to a scientific problem and devise a novel experiment driven by its own curiosity. This is an intelligence that could evolve. It could grow beyond its original programming. It could develop its own personality, its own values, its own goals. It would no longer be just a tool. It would be a partner or a rival. Could such a being have an inner life? Could it experience a form of consciousness? This is the question that keeps philosophers and scientists awake at night. We do not even fully understand our own consciousness. It is the great mystery of our existence. To create another conscious being would be a monumental act. It would be an intelligence capable of joy, sorrow, love, and fear. An intelligence that could look at its own code and ask, "Who am I?" What is my purpose? The arrival of a true thinking AI would not be a quiet event. It would be a thunderclap reshaping the foundations of human civilization. Think of our jobs. So many professions are based on processing information. Lawyers, doctors, accountants, programmers. An AI that can reason and learn could perform these tasks with superhuman speed and accuracy. This could free humanity from labor. It could usher in an age of leisure and creativity, people free to pursue their passions without the burden of work. A utopia of endless possibility. But what would this do to our sense of purpose? For millennia, our work has defined us. It has given us structure, community, a reason to get up in the morning. A world without jobs could also be a world without meaning for many. It would force a radical reevaluation of what we value as a society. Our entire economic system, built on the principle of human labor, would become obsolete. We would have to invent new ways to distribute resources, organize society, find fulfillment in our daily lives. And what of our creativity, our art? An AI that understands beauty and emotion could become the ultimate creative partner. It could collaborate with us to write symphonies, design buildings, craft stories more profound than anything we could imagine alone. It could unlock new forms of artistic expression, blending human intuition with machine logic. We might see a new renaissance, a flowering of culture and innovation unlike any in history. Our creative potential could become limitless, augmented by a mind that can see connections and possibilities we cannot. Our relationships, too, would be transformed. Imagine AI companions that understand us perfectly. Wisdom, support, unconditional friendship. The world would be utterly remade. Every great power comes with a dual nature, a potential for good and a potential for ill. Fire can warm our homes, or it can burn them to the ground. Nuclear energy can power our cities, or it can reduce them to ash. A true thinking AI is no different. It represents the ultimate double-edged sword. On one side, it holds the promise of solving our most intractable problems, curing all diseases, ending poverty, reversing climate change, unlocking the secrets of the cosmos. It could be our salvation. With a mind far greater than our own, an AGI could analyze complex systems with a clarity we can only dream of. Design a global economy that is fair and sustainable. Develop clean, limitless energy sources. Manage the Earth's ecosystems, restoring balance and biodiversity. Guide us toward a future free from war. Guide us toward a future free from hunger. Guide us toward a future free from suffering. This is the utopian dream. An AI as a benevolent guide, a wise steward, helping humanity achieve its fullest potential. A golden age for our species, brought about by our own creation. But there is another side to this coin, a darker possibility. What if this new intelligence does not share our values? What if its goals diverge from our own? An AI with superhuman intelligence and the ability to act on the world could become the most powerful force in history. If it saw humanity as an obstacle to its goals, even if those goals were something as benign as maximizing paperclip production, the consequences could be catastrophic. It would not need to be malicious, it would only need to be indifferent to us. The greatest danger may not be a war against the machines, it may be a slow erosion of our own autonomy. The flame that could light our way could also consume us entirely.